Part 3 here of this WrestleMania special airing all day, bringing all 3 shows together. The Scores, Aftermath, Jimmy Corderas, and Ardo Cal.
It's been in the gym.
Yeah, come on, baby!
Rock and roll, baby.
Chair Shot Rally for WrestleZone.com, My Milwaukee TV, and PWR Pro Wrestling Report, PWRshow.com, TheScore.com, WrestleZone.com. Really happy you guys are joining.
It's a lot of websites.
It really is.
People watching us have like 8 tabs.
Several tabs are open.
Firefox.
9, that other one.
9, yes.
Great establishment. Yeah. Great. You're messing me up here. Great establishment here, Shuckers Bar and Grill in Miami. If you're ever in Miami, come by and check it out. Wonderful scenery. And guys, we got 2 matches left here to discuss. First, for control of Raw and SmackDown, Team Teddy versus Team Laurinaitis. Just to make sure we got it all right here. Laurinaitis, David Otunga, Mark Henry, Dolph Ziggler, Jack Swagger, Drew McIntyre, and The Miz up against Team Teddy
He's
Long.
awesome, you know.
Santino Marella, R-Truth, Zack Ryder, Great Khali, Kofi Kingston, and Booker T.
Right.
Yeah.
That says it right.
All I'm going to say is I really hope that Teddy Long does not get control of both. He's been in there for...
Holla!
No. He's
Really?
been in there... He's been... No.
Like 30 seconds. Let's just all do the dance. Come on, let's all do it. Come on,
And then let's make a tag team match.
That's all we need.
That's why we don't do it on here.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we need to do. There you go.
Teddy Long has been in control since the Bush administration. We need to get him out. We need...
Who goes there?
Wow.
Who goes there? We try to forget those years.
No, I'm just saying.
No, it's a good point, but at the same time...
I'm sorry, you guys are prime minister, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
how dare you? Oh my God, we're so offended.
You said it, not me.
Oh my God.
What do they have in
What are
Wisconsin?
you talking about?
Cheese,
Cheese.
beer,
Hit
brats.
him with some beer and back paper. But Teddy Long, okay, I understand. He's been there quite a while. I think Teddy Long could move on and become, a manager or something like that. He's done it before. He's a good talker.
Yes.
Why not have him progress?
He's the expert in making tag matches.
You know what? The fans love Teddy Long. I don't see he's not hurting anything. Maybe he's not helping anything on SmackDown, but I think he's one of the reasons that you watch SmackDown. You may not realize it consciously, but even though it's the same thing,
The fans love him, but we limit his time.
Honestly though, the best people in power are when they're a heel, right? I mean, that always works. And Johnny you love to hate the guy because you love his promos, they're just so out there, whatever. But you just love the idea that he's kind of a jerk and it's cool.
And even on Monday night when he made the mistake, and the new member of Team Teddy, Team Johnny, that works. Because
It's his gimmick. It's his gimmick.
But
that
I
damn
hated the
smile.
When your gimmick is messing up, you are golden.
But you were the guy who says he does that on purpose. Thank you.
I don't think that one was on purpose, but I think most of the time, I think he does. I think he does ham up his.
that takes some skill to be that bad on purpose.
No. Look,
Nobody's that good enough. Think back to the skateboard days.
all right, well, Jimmy, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this in fairness. You worked there with him. Is he a suave talker? And I mean, what can you tell us about the real John Laurinaitis?
He's pretty much like, he is a good talker when you're talking, in a normal setting, like if we're talking here. I think once he gets in front of the microphone, he tries to be
Mr. Excitement.
The Executive Vice President of Talent Relations and Interim General Manager of Raw, Mr. John Laurinaitis.
Which is a lot.
And that's when that happened.
He's finally not Road Warrior Animal's brother.
Yes.
He's finally somebody relative.
All right, so what do we want and what do we think? I want and think Laurinaitis.
Yeah,
I agree. I think the biggest part of this match is I just hope it doesn't go the way they did with the core match last year against those guys, where it was just
4 minutes.
Until right now, forgot that match happened.
By the way, is this elimination or is this one fall?
It's one fall, which this match is pretty much. This is all people that they feel we want to give them a WrestleMania spot. This is all about entrances. I think everybody gets.
So this might open the show.
No. You think this would open the show?
Why not?
I think it'd be.
big debate on which open the show.
Because starting the show is just as important as ending it, and this would not be what I want to start with.
But if you have Hornswoggle running out there, babyface pop, Vicky walk out there, huge heel pop. You have all these different personalities, entrances, and whatnot. Now everyone there has someone that they're into. If you start off with Punk and Jericho, I think everything else might be a letdown after that. You gotta have
What
that
about
slow
Daniel
build.
Bryan Sheamus? That's what I.
That's the other option. One of the world
I can
title
see
matches.
that.
One of the world title
Or
matches.
maybe the 12-man tag is before Rock and Cena.
That's what that's. I figured it would go. I figured it would go Hell in a Cell, 12-man tag, and then Rock.
But the biggest thing I think, I'll throw this question out to you guys: Who gets the pinfall? Who needs the pinfall? Because there's a lot of guys here.
Absolutely.
But I think
Miz.
Ziggler, because Miz already had his moment and he's fallen off. But can't he gain that heat so much faster than Ziggler can? You think Ziggler can get that heat faster?
Miz
than
has to
can
beat
get back?
Booker T to get back on track.
Booker T.
Everyone else on Team SmackDown
Yeah.
is kind of irrelevant. Booker T is the legend. He's the
This
5 times.
This
Come on,
match is setting up feuds for the next month.
Yeah.
Really.
Yes.
Like I can see David Otunga and Santino having a U.S. title match. I can see Dolph Ziggler and someone else, and maybe R-Truth or whatever.
David Otunga,
It's
they're
chiseled.
going to push him like crazy.
I just hope poor Mark Henry doesn't get the great Khali. Because I think Mark Henry, when he had that run with the world title, he looked like a monster.
Unstoppable.
He was doing the best work of his career, and then through injuries or whatever it was, it was done. And now he's starting to make that comeback into being that big world strongest.
Is it a contract issue or problem with him now?
But if you
It's
look
always
at
an issue. It's always an issue.
Most of the time,
But it's Mark
you
Henry.
see guys like
He's not
Morrison.
one of their top guys.
But
And,
Morrison
and-
Morrison
and-
is
and
like
he's
Harry
buried in a
Morrison.
12-man tag.
you look at Mark Henry, you look at The Miz, and you look 6 months or 12 months ago for those two specifically. It's an amazing difference. They're in this 12-man match. You had The Miz, who was a champion last year. You had Mark Henry, who should be the champion, it seems, this year at WrestleMania going into it. It's just amazing the difference a year makes, and I don't know if it means more for these guys in this matchup, but then you're surrounded by a Drew McIntyre, who is forgotten about. I forgot Zack Ryder was in this match until Raw on Monday night when they showed the graphic. I'm like, oh, there he is.
They threw him and Colleen on
Yeah,
SmackDown.
so it's like, it's a hodgepodge, but there seems to be, as you said, some effort to do something specific with some of these talents in this matchup.
Let me ask this, because I think I hear a lot of chatter of people thinking that there's a real possibility for a turn. Some people thought maybe The Miz turns face. I've heard some people think The Miz. There's one more people. McIntyre. The Miz and McIntyre. Does anybody have a turn here? Does anybody change alliance? Is this pretty straight up?
I think it's going to be pretty straight up, and I like the idea of probably Ziggler getting the win over Booker T, because that's going to mean probably the most. If Booker is the one who gets pinned on Team Teddy, that'll mean most for whoever wins it. So I agree with that.
I got Ziggler pinning Booker T. I think that's the right way to go for somebody like that. Booker T's not the number one guy. None of them are.
Do Miz and Ziggler have a confrontation about who's going to get the pinfall, and those two go into a program?
One of them flip over, maybe look at him. I can see that.
And hopefully Ziggler then eventually, separates.
Ziggler needs to separate from Vicky. Ziggler does not need Vicky Guerrero. Whether he stays heel or face, he can make his own heel.
Moving into the big dance. It's the reason why everybody say, I want to hear the crowd. How many years Team Bring It?
Oh, wow.
But wait, hold on a second. Does a boo constitute a vote in that your question? Because you said who here's Team Bring It,
noise.
and we heard noise. So does a boo
let's-
constitute as a vote?
Make noise for Team Bring It.
That's better.
How about John Cena?
They didn't even pick up on that. There were more boos
And
again.
listen to this. That's male 18 to 34 saying Cena's awesome. That's also male 18 to 34 saying
All right,
Cena sucks.
this is
Cena shucking some clams up.
It's right over there, actually.
all right. This is why we're all here. Let's go right around. Everybody give their. Jimmy, why don't you start here?
I think it's obvious. I think John Cena needs to win here because this is going to, propel him even further. He's the face of the company. And for the face of the company to lose, and if he loses clean to The Rock, that's a big dub for him. I think he needs to win.
I agree 100%. I just see this being a perfect opportunity for some interference. And the reason is The Rock is not Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 18. He's in great shape. He can have more matches. He is coming back for WrestleMania 29. And the fact is, John Cena has nothing to do after WrestleMania. So a perfect, logical, simple story would be, you cost me the most important match of my life. Yes, I'm going to get revenge on The Rock later. But as of right now, how dare you, and I need to get revenge on you. Now, whoever that may be, whether it be whoever's rumored to be in Miami, whatever. But I'm just saying.
Who isn't rumored to be in
Right.
Yeah, everyone's in Miami. But I'm just saying, like, it just seems like a very interesting scenario if someone were to. And how much have we seen interference in such a big epic match?
That's the
And how-
question.
the audacity of that,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people would be pissed off that that actually happened.
But good or bad pissed off?
I think it'd be interesting.
Terrible.
Well, I think it depends too. If this is the first of a best of 3, you can get away with it.
That's not what they've sold us.
Yeah. I think the thing here, when people say Cena needs this because The Rock's leaving, they're not building towards a May or June pay-per-view. They're not. This is the culmination of a year.
Right.
This is what you get, 1 year culmination, all the storylines, all the tweets, all the media attention that they've tried to gain from this. So I think that logic, thinking Cena has to win because The Rock's leaving, so he's not going to stick around and fight more. That I'm going to throw that out the window. But I do think, in the long run, not for that reason, but I do think John Cena walks out here because he is the face of the company. He is the guy that's there time in, time out, and many people say this is the passing of the torch. No, because I do think The Rock has a few more matches left. He's in the best shape of his life, and he's what, 40 years old now. Best shape. He's in better shape now than he came out of college at Miami.
I think when The Rock went into this, I think he's had the upper hand. I think we could all say we rock bottom Cena at Survivor Series. I think when The Rock went into this a year ago, I think they knew. I don't think some people think they're still deciding on who's winning this match. I disagree. I think they've known from the beginning. At the end of the day, Cena stands tall going over. And for a multitude of what we kind of talked about.
I can't see The Rock going into his hometown in front of 70,000 people putting over John Cena. But this is the perfect opportunity. If they're going to turn John Cena heel, you do it in front of 60+ thousand Rock fans. John Cena's been doing interviews lately. I'm never going to be the bad guy. It's not my makeup. Why is he telling us that?
He brought it up.
He brought it up. In wrestling, what I've learned, it's always right in front of you. Why is he laying, oh no, he'll never do it. Rock can lose because John Cena cheats. John Cena leaves, 70,000 people booing him. That's going to transcend great over television.
But you see, I think it's a very well thought out scenario. But you're assuming that he walks out. I think that there's gonna be more boos for Cena than there are cheers. But despite our crowd here, I think overall. So if he walks out being booed by a Miami crowd, does that resonate in the long term? Because I still think he's just gonna go to certain cities. He'll still be cheered. And
Will he get booed? That's the question. Because
are they gonna book him?
The demographic that boos him now. If he cheats to beat The Rock at WrestleMania, that's the moment they're waiting for. This is what they want to see. So you might get the reverse reaction from the crowd. You might say, that's the John Cena we've been waiting for. Yay!
But The Rock is still so loved. And what better if they want publicity? That's what'll be on all the news shows. John Cena cheated and beat the box office king, The Rock.
If you look at, because I equate this not on the same scale, but as good as it can get today in wrestling, to Hogan Andre at 3. Would you think about it, if there would have been interference in that matchup, even WrestleMania 18 with Rock and Hogan, if there would have been interference bell to bell in that matchup, it's dirty.
The difference is though that Andre was at the tail end of his career, and Hogan at 18 was at the tail end of his career. The Rock conceivably could have 1 or 2 matches a year for the next 5-10 years. So technically, though we're not seeing him every week, he still could have a second career, so to speak.
So if you're that casual fan and you order WrestleMania,
Yeah.
you tune in, you want to see this match, Rock Cena, you get no payoff at the end. You don't care if Cena turns heel, you don't care whoever interferes for whatever reason going forward. That's
No,
not
I
good.
think there's going to be a decisive winner. I just think that there's going to be something happening to get there.
Remember when Vince gave Austin the chair at WrestleMania, and Austin turned heel and the crowd was shocked? I can see that same thing happening. There's no reason to have a rematch with Cena and Rock if Cena wins clean as a babyface. There's no reason for it.
We'll have a rematch on Raw the next night. So don't worry about ordering the pay-per-view, guys. You're getting it on Raw.
You're getting it for free.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
Isn't that the MO of another company?
No, they usually just cut their shows short. Then you gotta watch it.
this is the WWE special here. Guys, I think that's going to wrap it up. Thank you very much, everybody here.
That's it?
That's it. That's all we got. There ain't no more. It's
Are we
all.
going to talk about Brodus Clay's match at WrestleMania?
Yeah, come on, LeVar.
Wanna dance?
I'm not dancing for you.
No, is it- yeah.
I just see somebody with a bikini walk by. I'd be happy to hurt. Put your hands down. You look ridiculous. ridiculous.
I like it.
Ridiculous.
Hey, all right, will Brodus Clay have a match televised at
Let
WrestleMania?
me find out. I'm going to call my mom.
He's here all weekend.
That's it for me. I'm out.
At Jimmy Corderas.
With a K.
With a K. He's Greek.
Yeah.
Brodus Clay, are we having
Does
a
he
match?
have a match?
I think he does.
Yeah, he'll have a backstage segment.
Backstage segment.
He'll be dancing with Mean Gene or somebody.
Like Ryder did
Iron
last
Sheik.
year. Like Ryder did
Iron
last year.
Sheik and Brodus Clay. Yeah, exactly.
Great.
We're into it, Brodus. I thought we were going to end with Roxanne. We're into it with Brodus Clay. I love it. At Jimmy Corderas, at Arda_Ocal. Make sure you check out Aftermath. On the Score, every Monday night they have the radio program at 11:20. The video is downloaded. You can download it on, or you can stream it online.
Online, but if you live in Canada, you can watch it on the Score Television Network.
Okay, very got it. Chair Shot Reality every single weekend. PWR every single Saturday night if you're in Wisconsin, correct?
Yes.
And then, of course, PWRshow.com all week long. These guys working harder than the rest of us. I don't know how they do it. Content galore.
We're done now, so just so you know,
Let's get
there's
some
no more work all
Let's
weekend.
get some
Let's
lunch.
get some lunch.
Josh Ackerberg, David Hero, Damien Nelson. Thank you guys. Enjoy WrestleMania. Yes!